start talking our shit. So, what areas on the head do you feel like is the best part, like the healthiest part on your head? The least irritating, no issues, no flaking.
I definitely would feel like the back of my hair because I do like flat iron my bangs a lot.
Ooh.
So, like, say if I want to put my hair in a bun, I would just leave like these two out and then put it like this, and then I would flat iron this. So this hair is very fragile.
Gotcha.
But in here, I feel like it's the best.
Okay, so that sounds about right. Most of my clients.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, that's it. Most of my clients, the healthiest part is the back of the head as well.
Yeah.
Because
touch it less.
It's the hardest place to get to. You got it. So we're going to turn this flashlight on. Come on, there we go. So what I'm looking for is, ooh.
Looks like a little translucent in there.
Yeah, it's giving. Okay, not too clogged. Build up, but not nothing alarming. So
no 3rd-degree burns.
No, so far. I mean, there's slight pink, but I don't see that as anything alarming. You could likely just not bruise easy, but like as soon as any attention is applied, the blood rushes to the surface.
I do have sensitive.
Okay, so far what I see here, like we mentioned, this is going to be like, think of the most healthiest parts of your head. This, you see that? Those are your follicles, right? And you can see this here is transparent. We can see translucent, right? This is translucent as well. It's slight buildup here, and that was this area where it was more clean was further down here, and that's usually easier for you to be able to reach when washing. And then here is where more product buildup is at. But so far, I don't really see any issues.
I do have this thing called K18, I think it's called.
I love K18.
That's what I have in my hair, so I don't know if that's what it is. But it does supposed to stay in your hair after like 5 washes, it gets out.
Okay, that's
and I
good.
just did it.
If
so
there is
that's probably
something,
the K18.
if there's something that's in it, it's not clogging it too much because I can still see transparency, and it's not like the thick white coating that's sitting on top of the hair shaft. If it's reached out here, we've got serious clogging. If it's still in the around the follicle area, it's easy to get to, cleanse, and basically to assess. So far right now, these are your safe zones. We know you're good in that area. Now, what area on your scalp do you feel like is the most irritated?
Yeah. Also, like, I would say all those.
Perfect.
Every time I do my hair, they're like, you gotta like chill on the flat iron. I was like, well, I don't have like naturally straight hair. Like I have mixed hair. My mom is Spanish and my dad is African American.
Oh yes.
So I have to do a lot of stuff to keep it like
a certain.
It's not like I wake up and it's straight. Like I gotta like put flat iron on it.
Like it takes time.
No, my hair used to be so like hard to manage when I was younger. My poor mom, like, she didn't know what to do with my hair.
So far, this looks good.
Really?
Let's see if there's any scalp issues here.
I'm not expert, but that looks decent too.
Right?
I was scared.
Me too.
I was like, I do so much to my hair. It does look a little thin.
I was just about to mention that. What I do notice is that for every area with strong hairs, and you can see there's some thin hairs right there, I'm trying to catch a good angle of that.
Pretty sure that's not allowed. I love carpet.
Okay, you can see how we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You're just looking at things in the office.
6, 7 strong hairs. 1, 2,
really love the lamp, or you just saying?
It's probably the unbleached ones.
Yep, and some few pieces here. Now I'm gonna do something closer to your hairline.
Yes, tell us. Really fun.
have like a follicle producing 2 hairs and one of them are weak.
It's called split ends or no? No, it's not split ends.
Oh no. One of them are weak would be considered your follicle starting to become compromised. And the 2 hairs that it normally produces that are strong, it's not being the blood cells will be able to give and feed to one, not both. That's when you start paying attention to, okay, maybe there's a change in my scalp health. Are you ever itchy?
No, I noticed that if I don't wash my hair and I have a lot of products, it would get itchy. Other than that, it doesn't normally get itchy.
Yeah, that's due to product buildup. Also
Dirtiness.
because dryness. So product buildup, sweat, build all that is gonna clog your scalp. The more it's clogged your scalp, you get irritated. If you don't wash it in time, you start scratching. So not only is your follicle clogged due to the oil or the product and the sweat buildup, it is now suffering because you're scratching the follicle. Okay, scratching the follicle increases agitation, irritation, scarring, likeliness of bruising, hyperpigmentation. The same way when you're touching your acne and you're popping it and you notice that scar is now a scar and it doesn't leave, like I fucking did to myself, like I don't know any
I
better.
don't makeup, but if I don't, you'll see it.
I know better and I'm still doing it.
I want to pop this one.
Yeah, so bad it be like that. I just want to pop it. So, like, and then you notice the scar never goes away. It's because we damage our skin. Just doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry to show you. Just doing this on a microscopic level, I just damaged my skin. So imagine when we're going in on purpose, right? We're actually really messing up the follicle. So whenever you do get itchy, future reference, use your 4 fingers and like rub it in. One, it's gonna relieve the itching. 2, it's gonna increase blood supply because you're massaging it. Okay, so that's stimulating hair growth. Remember, your follicle is connected to nerves. Nerves need blood. Okay, they're consistent of blood. Blood provides the oxygen and the nutrients the follicle needs to do its job that it's already doing. Oils don't make your hair grow. Supplements don't make your hair grow. All it does is aid in creating a healthy environment for your hair to continue to do what it's already been doing. Because if it wasn't growing, we'd all be hairless mole rats. So that's, I just want you to like, you're not crazy. Be cautious. And every oil is not for you as well. You have mineral oil, you have seed extracted oils, which is carrier oils, and you have plant extracted oils, which are essential oils, and they all have their own purpose and specific ways you're supposed to use them. So we're not gonna get into that. That's a whole class in itself, honey. But what I do want you to notice is that your scalp, on a scale of 1 to 10, how healthy to me it would be is an 8.5, which is really high. Anything over a 6 is high. 6 and under is like, okay, we got to change some routines up big time, right? So when I say 8.5 now, the reason why would be the translucency. There's not much product on the color. There's no buildup at the follicle, so that means that can be, if you were to get buildup or if you were to get itchy when you shampoo it, it's easily addressed. So that means you've been already consistent with that. So that's dope. As far as the usage of oils, I would recommend you not use them no more than once or twice a month. You don't need them on the scalp specifically. So if you're the type who loves argan oil or avocado oil for their hair,
do you know anything about rosemary oil?
Rosemary oil does, I don't want to say stimulates the scalp.
People swear by it, like it's like
it has properties. I ain't gonna lie, rosemary and eucalyptus is fantastic for relieving issues like seborrheic dermatitis. It does, but there's a certain way you use it, and you don't want to use it in an oil-based form all the time because you can easily make a tea rinse of rosemary, give your scalp a rinse, let it sit in the scalp for a little bit, and then wash your hair out. There's no need to have that thick because honestly, when you think about it, our pores, which is our follicles on our head, are extremely tiny, and the bead molecules of the oils are much more thicker than the follicle size. So when we put just a little bit of oil on our scalp, bro, that be overdoing it. Like, so imagine when
they recommend once a week.
Girl, once a week max is what I would say, and even that's with washing your hair.
Oh, you have a lot of oils.
Yeah, and that's with washing your hair. And don't you see, I only use oils that are essential. Lemongrass oils, tea tree and peppermint. This one is something else. I don't know what this one was. This one is something.
It must be good because that's a lowest one.
It is something. The eucalyptus and mint. That's the one I use for those with dry scalp and seborrheic dermatitis. This is from Design Essentials. Don't trust them too much, but it's not even. It's like a tonic. It's not necessarily an oil. So it's more like. It's less thick, and it dissolves much more better into the skin layer. This one's an oil, as you can see, I haven't touched it. Well, it claims to grow.
That's the old school one.
It's fatty. It's too fatty. I can use it. I'm not saying don't use it. Just
Not as often. Yeah, because I was doing once a week.
and then you gotta wash your hair. And then you gotta, when I say wash your hair, actually wash your scalp. A lot of people are washing their hair and then their hair is growing and they're like, damn, I got a lot more hair to wash, but they forget the scalp. So it's like the same amount of time you put into detangling, separating your hair, washing your hair, you gotta put that effort into your scalp. Another thing, do not apply any leave-ins or conditioners on your scalp. Remember, so
Well, okay, they do always say the ends, and I stopped putting it, but they do say the ends.
so when it comes to conditioners and leave-ins, think about it. They are emollients. Emollients are lotions, creams, oils, right? They're pretty thick and they're soft in it. They're meant to give you softness and manageability. Your scalp doesn't need softness and manageability. Your hair does though. So whenever you're applying conditioner, whether that's a treatment, whether it's a mask, whether it's a leave-in, whether it's just something you're about to rinse out, you do want to start from at least 1 inch away from the root and then you apply it on the rest of the hair, okay? And also depending on how much volume you're trying to achieve as well. Sometimes people have low volume hair, you wouldn't want to put any conditioner there, it's going to weigh it down, okay? And suffocate the hair strands to continue to be weighed down. So if you want just manageability and softness, focus further down, maybe 4 inches and down, if you're worried about volume up top. But if volume is not an issue for you, just 1 inch and you're good to go. Now it's okay if conditioner gets on your scalp by accident, but as long as you're like not intentionally putting it there, like rubbing it in like it's doing something, and stay away from the products that tell you stimulating conditioner. There's no such thing. Conditioners cannot stimulate. They cannot even penetrate. They are meant to sit on top and emulsify. Okay. They don't even hydrate. The only thing that hydrates is water. And emollients don't even work well without water applied first. That's why I tell my clients, if you're going to put a scalp oil on your scalp, make sure you spray water first on your scalp. Rub that in and then you put that oil, because you putting oil on dry scalp does nothing for you. But when you put that water in there, imagine like this is your follicle, right? That little pocket, you spray some water, choo choo, water bead is now in there, right? And then you put in oil, the oil sits on top and it keeps that water bead inside of that follicle for a little longer, because moisture only lasts in our hair and scalp for 3 to 5 days. After that, our scalp gets tight because it's dry, it's a little irritated and then itchy. And depending on what we're doing and how much longer you go, it gets worse, right? So no matter who you are, what type of skin type you have, that applies to everyone. So that's why I say spray your scalp with water, then apply the oil, okay? But you also have to keep up with cleansing too. For me, I have a demographic of clients who like to wear their braids for 6, 8, 12 weeks, and they're not washing their scalp. They're not necessarily cleansing or hydrating once a week or any of that. So people like you, they have to wash their hair more often. So it kind of does, they don't have to go through all that. I noticed that for certain scalp types that I see, people with your hair type, less clogging of the pores because they don't use oils as often as people like us do. We love grease, we love creams, we love oils. And that's one thing I'm trying to teach my community to like. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't have a place, it does, but ease off of it and find other solutions and wash your damn hair. Like, we're doing everything to keep us away from washing us from our hair. Like, it's weird. So,
I actually like I said, my hair was never like this. Like, growing up, my hair was very coarse, very unmanageable. I used to have to get perms a lot.
Really?
Because back then they didn't have keratin and all these new stuff.
Relaxers too?
When I was young, no more. I haven't done that in like 15 years.
Thank God. No, I'm saying like I'm so glad I caught this because I want y'all to know that I have several of my clients who look like you too who have this. Like one earlier today, she had a consultation. She got a relaxer. Her hair is straight as yours, and she got relaxer from the ages of 8 to 12. Her mother's Hispanic, and she's not trying to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to show y'all, this relaxer situation affects not just us, but everyone. Okay, this relaxer pandemic affects everyone. We all fell for it. This is not a one community attack kind of thing. Okay, marketing lied to all of us. And it's time for us to take our power back with education, and that's what I'm trying to help y'all with. Okay, so now you can take pictures of that if you want. You take one more pic.
Nice girl.
You take one big one.
Yeah, we can fill that still.
Oh, you can fill that whole entire quadrant up. Hold on.
It's like, what up?
Hold on. Let me put it up. There we go. Ooh, that's sexy. That's a clean scalp.
Really?
Look
So
at that
this, that area right here.
Ooh, that clean,
This
girl.
is my best
This
area.
is
Yeah,
I can't.
I'm so surprised. I've never done this in my life, so this is very cool.
Yay! Okay, it didn't even do the 4 quadrant thing.
I feel like every salon should have this.
Every salon should have
This is so important.
It is.
Scalp health is the best health, like when it comes to hair.
Amen. Y'all heard that? Scalp health is best. Right?
I'm learning. I'm learning.
So now we know the state of your scalp. Like I said, 8.5. The solutions for you would to be just focus on your scalp while you're shampooing. You keep up with what you've been doing
Ends on
already.
the scalp.
Only
ends.
And the heat part, let me give you products. You are already using K18, which is phenomenal.
Okay, so you recommend
So
it?
yes, phenomenal.
Everyone always tells me because it doesn't take away your volume.
It doesn't take away your volume. It really, you can see changes in one freaking use. That's why I appreciate it. It gives you the instant gratification you're looking for, kind of. I mean, you want to keep up with the treatment, but it does. You can see the
Every 4 washes I put it in.
nice. You can see the progress immediately.
Actually, I haven't washed it once because I did it 2 days ago. The K18. So yeah, it's like full effect now.
And then
Because I used to do keratin a lot too, and then I stopped now. No, I'm done with the keratin. I learned, girl, like
when you grow it out, and then
no. So the thing is that keratin does help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. Like it's magical. But I've been doing it like maybe 7 years or so now. And the more and more I get it, the more I realize it gets thinner and thinner, like my hair. And then when I do try to like curl my hair and like do like barrel curls or something, it drops so fast because the keratin
it's been over processed.
So but the thing is that when I first got it, it really helped because like I said, my hair was very coarse when I was younger. So keratin like really helped with it being not so bad anymore. But
you can't really revert back to what it used to be.
Unless I grow it out.
That's okay. No, like I hear you. Everything has its place. Like I told you, keratin has its place. Botox has its place. Relaxers have its place. I don't want to
overdo it.
And that's for everything. Too much of anything is bad for you.
That's literally words to live by. It's like too much of anything is bad for you.
I would know because I like to indulge. Okay.
Exactly.
So I be like, never chill. Okay, you can have it all. Just not all at the same time.
I have no chill sometimes. But honestly, I've learned that like with everything in general in life, that you can't overdo it.
Absolutely. So,
happy balance is everything.
Would you like to have an Olaplex treatment?
Would that help with less breakage?
Yeah.
Because when I do, I've done box braids, but like a long time ago, and I know like.
So we're gonna start off with this. My bad, y'all. Y'all might hear that in the background. But we're going to use some Olaplex today for her. Start off with that. We're gonna put it on dry hair. And like you were saying.
Oh yeah. So I've done box braids before, and I know that like it's a style that you don't leave in your hair too long.
Absolutely.
Because it does cause a little breakage, right?
Yep. So what we're gonna do for us to determine if you're a good candidate. So what I like to do is host a consultation for my clients. So let me back this up a little bit. And in this consultation for new clients, this is why you cannot sit in my chair, baby, without paying that $75. And by the time you watch this video, it might increase. Okay? Okay. You cannot sit in my chair for under $75. You have to have a consultation with me. And in this consultation, we will talk about if you're a good candidate for wearing any form of protective styles. Mainly what I service is locks, box braids, knotless braids, passion twists, that kind of stuff. So, what I'm going to do is pull out my handy tabby. She's going to fill out this consultation form so we can get to the bottom of her hair history, her hair goals, all of that good stuff. So that way I can better, understand what she needs and provide solutions for that. Okay? So, this here is my consultation form. Hopefully I'll have time to put like a template in the link somewhere. But this is what I like for you to fill out as I put in the treatment for you, because that treatment's going to have to be in dry here and it's going to have to sit for a while. So fill out as much as you can up until you reach, what is it called? Hair color. I'm gonna separate it into 4 quadrants.
The problem is that
Four sections.
Sounds very smooth. I would just have said
organized enough to where we know what we need to do. No, I know. But if it were to be in the case where when we get to a more established point where we're organized.
Sorry for hearing that noise in the back, y'all. Do you know how to like put music on the background for YouTube? Because that thing.
Well, actually, I haven't like tapped into YouTube.
What?
I know. I heard it's
dominate.
Like, I know. But girl, Instagram and
Like that
TikTok,
too. It's
so
time
much work.
consuming.
It is, but this I'm telling you, like it's really. Everyone's like, you don't know what YouTube. I'm like, you know how much work it took my Instagram to get where it's at.
Yeah.
Girl, and then
You're
my
supposed to like TikTok every day. Like
my TikTok right now is not like my Instagram, but the thing is that like everyone needs attention equally, and I don't know how I can add in another one.
baby, I don't even do TikTok anymore. I gave up.
Yeah, but they said TikTok is
It's
better
the
than
Instagram. It is better than Instagram.
What's the best?
I'm thinking about like just for me, I might shift to where my Instagram is just gonna be pictures of befores and afters of photos, right? To continue to attract my clientele, because that's what it's been doing for me. That's where a lot of my clients come from. And then using TikTok to drop those gems. The information that I'm doing on Instagram, like why am I doing that? People don't appreciate that shit on Instagram. People appreciate it on TikTok though. That's what they want. They want bite-sized information to get run with. So,
Or I prefer hair texture.
so what we're gonna do is start at hair color. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this together, baby. So this consultation form, I do not make them fill it out by themselves. No, because they don't know what they're talking about. Okay.
I would say dark blonde, but I don't know.
So the first question was hair color, right?
Yeah.
Now we can see here that you've done some color, and we can also see that your roots are very dark. So that would be where we would start because that's your natural hair color, right? It's giving me dark brown, very dark brown. Give a dark brown, maybe slash black.
Oh, because we're going for what the natural, not what it's called.
Yeah, we're gonna go natural, and then next we're gonna add what color you have in your head. I tell my clients that their consultation form, which is also considered their hair ID, to be updated every 6 months because things change, things happen, health changes. They cut their hair, they burn their hair, they lose their hair, they get more hair. Things change, okay? So you want to keep up to date with that by updating that form every 6 months. So now I'm gonna be putting more of this stuff on the ends because that's what's been mostly compromised. What's next? Hair length. So I would say I'm gonna measure the front, the middle, and the back. So I'm gonna start here. This is giving 16. A little bit of breakage here, like on the edges, but overall, 16 in the back.
16 means it's 16 inches.
16 inches in the back. So we're gonna write that. Back equals 16 inches, comma.
Oh shit. What is it?
You guys see?
What do you want to do about the Liberty City rate?
And the back.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep. Middle is about 16 inches.
I need to give her the cell information. I need to give her, huh?
I'm glad that you also take care of the actual hair when you put the extensions in, because usually when people put extensions, it's like it's so focused on just the actual installation rather than like underneath it, are you taking care of it, you know? Because that's what I was worried about, because everyone was like, oh, you know, box braids, it's like not the best, especially with like bleached hair. So I was worried about that, but then I was like, if I take care of the hair underneath it, then it won't be as damaging.
Yep, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
What you always, if you're always prioritizing the hair care of your natural hair, you'll be able to survive, you know, the craziness of what goes on with wearing extensions. But people think that because they can just wear extensions, they skip to the part of just abusing the extensions, and then the extensions actually creating a problem, and then having to now be stuck with continuously using the extension, because one, that's their new identity, and two, it's now a cover-up for the damage that they've caused.
That's it.
Yeah. So it's not your fault, because whatever you've done, I've done times 10. I tell my clients that this is a safe, this is a judgment-free zone, baby. I am here to bring you to the light just like I did. I was a bald head scallywag, okay, at some point. This is the longest my hair has ever been my entire freaking life, and that's because of research and taking the time to implement it, collect data from my clients. This is working, this is not working. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just, oh, I'm putting extensions in. Like people are like, why do you provide remover services for braids? Because I'm collecting data, nigga. Like, what you talking about? Yeah, especially when it's not my work, because I'm like, this is what y'all other stylists doing out here, or whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? It helps increase my brand. It helps my clients understand what's going on underneath under there. That's why there's a lot of things I can talk about that other people just don't get, because they're not in that position. Neither do they want to put themselves in that position. They already think what we do is too much work, so why would they want to put even more into that? Especially when I have to fight with the clients to pay them for it, right? So that's why I'm like, this is my life. I've been braiding since I came out my mama's coochie.
Wow.
So I don't have a degree, y'all. I'm gonna make this work.
Yeah. Smart.
And also, I'm a trichologist in training, so that's why I know a lot.
Yeah, I know. You seem like someone that is very like book smart and very like educated. Like you like don't do it half-ass.
And I hate that about myself. I can't have
That's
that
amazing.
shit.
A lot of people don't have that quality about them.
No, sometimes I just want to like roll with the wind. Okay, sometimes I just want to be.
But that's why you're good at what you do, because you not only educate yourself and you're knowledgeable, you educate your clients as well. Rather than just doing the service, you're actually educating the clients as well, which a lot of hairstylists don't do. They just do what they know, but they don't tell them what you should be doing when you leave my place, you know? Because once we leave, we're like on our own.
So that's what I tell my clients too.
Professionals.
I am still responsible for you even after you leave my chair. I used to have this thing where I'm saying, I'm still responsible for you for after like. I used to say I'm still responsible for you after like 72 hours.
Yeah.
But then I realized, no, I'm still responsible for them regardless.
Especially when you come back, because when you come back for your service, you want it to be less work for you yourself.
Boom.
And then also like it's just better. You
Boom.
know? So
You get what I'm saying?
like,
So
help me help you.
and that's what it is. We don't. I notice a lot of stylists don't want to help for real. They just want to make the money because you can make money off of your talent. Why wouldn't you? I'm here for it.
Because if the more damage, the more stuff that you can do to charge them. You know?
Actually, what I've noticed is that the reason why I had to tighten up with the information that I got is because my clients are coming back with less and less hair. What am I supposed to work with?
What are you gonna touch?
What am I gonna braid? Thank you.
Yeah.
So if I'm not
That makes
vocal
sense.
about
You're really
what-
messing yourself
I'm the
over.
other. Thank you. My point exactly. I want my clients to keep coming back to me. I need them to trust me. So that's only by giving them information, or the proper information, and being able to make sure that their hair is taken care of, so that they still have hair to come back to me to take care of. We forget that part specifically. So that's why I provide the room
really
services
is.
is the money. Okay.
It really is a smart move to be like that, you know, because like really anytime I go to the salon, I don't get this information.
Really?
Like they
Even like the
I mean,
white
they'll tell me just a few things like, oh, just stop using as much heat, because they're always telling me I put
True,
heat every-
true.
And then
Oh, let me
that's
give you
it.
something that you can. I'm gonna pull out a couple products that I can recommend for you to use at home as like your go-to that would work. That's a great. Think of a detangler, heat protectant, leave-in spray, all of that. And it's very light. It will not clog. It will not clog. It will not clog your follicles. You can even do what I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, this is my favorite thing. Okay, go right ahead. Perfect. This right here, you can dilute this. So I'm gonna show you how. I'll take, because I have so many of these, okay, left to right. I have another empty bottle here. I'm going to open this up and fill it up halfway with water.
Is that something that you recommend to dilute it, or is that like what it says?
I do.
Okay.
And it works because I mean, clients have different textures, different densities, different porosities. Sometimes the concentrated version will work wonderfully. Sometimes the concentrated version will be too light. I mean too heavy. So I have to dilute it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have one bottle that is concentrated fully, and I'm gonna have another bottle that has been diluted. Okay. And I think I'm going to use the diluted bottle on you because I don't want this cream to be too thick. But you see that it has movement, so it's water-based. But okay, about a half of that. Yep, and you dilute that thing. Should be good. But if you want, you can spray that on your skin. Feel that. Smell is wonderful. This is the
Wow, it almost smells like perfume.
and then
Wow.
you see how it rubs in?
It almost like an oil texture, but not really.
It's a glycerin that's consistent in there. And glycerin is a very light. It's kind of like a serum with oil. It's very, very light on the skin.
Coconut oil, sweet oil.
And then feel this, spray that. This is the one that's been diluted. You get more water. You still get the product, but you get more water.
Yeah, and it distributes probably better through your hair, right?
I want more water. Moisture. Whoa, girl, you got a whole other
You're
video
hydrating it as well.
with the water too. Exactly. So that's the whole point. There's going to be products that say hydrating this, hydrating that. How can it be hydrating if it's not just water? The only thing that gives you hydration is water. Don't let these products fool you. Okay. So now, with that being said, the consultation. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did the middle, I did the back, and I gotta do the front of the side. There's supposed to be a button around here. So now I'm gonna do the front.
Oh, what's your white?
Oh, right here. All the way. This, and I'm going to put another treatment in for you, so it'll be called the Vitamin Restores by Design Essentials. I love that one. That's where I'm going to end off your hair. Start off with the Olaplex and probably end off with a little bit of Design Essentials. It would, for me, I could use that or that, but I'm gonna rather use this. Okay?
The Olaplex.
Because that's intense. It's more. This one works great now. Don't get it twisted. But I put that for my curly clients more. This is definitely catered to you. It's much more concentrated.
More wavy, right? Texture-wise.
Yeah, because the concentration is gonna help with the amount of acid.
Also, Olaplex is good for like colored hair.
It's literally meant for this, right? This one is not so. It is, but not so much. I'm gonna
Pretty
see
good.
what it
If I'm not mistaken, is this more for like
At
unprocessed hair?
No, at home. At home upkeep.
care.
At home upkeep. So you can use the shampoo and the conditioner alone, or you can do the shampoo and the mask, right? The mask is fantastic. When I tell you the mask is repairing AF. Okay? You're gonna notice a huge difference in the volume, the body, the texture of your hair. It's fantastic. But like I said, if you're gonna get a deep treatment, I would recommend you use that Olaplex instead, and you can save the fiber strong for at home. Okay, I'm gonna let you sit for about 6-7 minutes because it's already been in here for a long minute.
Well, my hair, like when I take out the box braid, like kind of not want to say like fall out, but like
Shed.
Yeah, there you go.
You will
Shed.
see
Because then, since you're not combing it,
Mhm.
basically those weeks that pass.
It'll be built up. So now, if you see clumps, you be afraid. You be very afraid.
Is it gonna clump?
No, it should.
Alright.
That's what I'm saying. You be very
It's like
afraid. Something went wrong.
reverse
Something went
right.
wrong, and that should never happen. It's never happened to me. It's never gonna happen to you. Because I make sure I take care of this stuff. But as far as the shedding part, you will be seeing a lot of that. Okay, so when you take it down, there's gonna be instructions on how to properly do that as well. Okay.
Maybe we can, when that comes, maybe we can do another collaboration where you can do another YouTube and I can do another post as well.
I would love to. If you don't mind, I need you to do something crazy first.
Really?
I would appreciate it if you shampooed your and conditioned your hair with the braids.
With the, like for like a maintenance kind of thing?
Yeah. Try to do it, and then I want you to come to me for removal. And I want to show the whole world how ludicrous it is to shampoo your braids. And I'm saying this with a smile because I'm excited to see the results for the next video. Okay? Because when I take out down your hair, actually no, I don't want to do that to you. Because what's going to happen is going to be damaging. And I don't want that to happen to you. So let's not do that. Okay. Because her hair is very straight, right? She could be more at risk to having that conditioner or that old shampoo stick to her natural hair. And then when it's combed out at the end, at time of removal, it can actually connect to the comb because it's stuck with tackiness and the extension and just immediately break off. Her hair is already fragile as it is. We don't want that. So I take that back. We're not going to have her do that. I'll have another client with curlier hair, tighter texture, and higher density who can actually pull that off to do that. Because what I'm really trying to show is that there's going to be excessive shedding due to the clogging of the conditioner remained inside of the braids because ain't no way you can rinse all that out. You can't even rinse out conditioner out from your loose natural hair all the way. But you think you can take it out of extensions? Come on. So, come on, y'all have too much faith in yourselves. Okay, so when it comes to that, okay? So you took
Whatever
your
you
picture?
suggest, like I am for, and I'll follow the rules.
Yes.
But definitely like I want to know like how long you suggest I keep the braids in.
I was just about to get into that. All of this goes to that.
And then maintenance and all that. I know you mentioned like the water, like no product, like no shampoo and stuff. But like since this is like my first time doing, second time doing box braids, I'm like not educated.
So we're gonna do 8 inches for the front. Let's finish that part
So
first.
this front 18.
8 inches. 8 inches. So let's move on.